Hello everyone, welcome you to my channel. This is Dr. Monica, Assistant Professor, Institute of Teacher Training and Research, BPSMB Kanpur Kala. Today, my topic of lecture is Professional Development with special reference to teaching profession. Professional development is a form of education for teachers by which they can enhance their teaching or classroom environment in a better way. Professional is derived from the word profiteer. That's literal meaning is to profess. A professional is a person that have knowledge of something with great commitment to a particular set of values with his assigned work. Professional advancement is necessary to build information and aptitude through reliable training. Professional development is a requirement for all teachers. In earlier times, the main professions were of the priesthood, law, medical, physicians, and university teaching. But later on, other professions like dentistry, engineering, accountants, and architects were recognized professional status. Earlier, the professions were defined as medical, law, religion. Nowadays, the number of professions is much wider and ever increasing as occupations become more specialized in nature and more professionalized in terms of requiring certain standard of initial and ongoing education. Nowadays, all can feel the importance of different webinars and online workshops through Zoom, Google Classroom, and Microsoft Teams, especially during pandemic of COVID-19 in all world. These workshops, webinars, seminars, refresher courses, faculty development programs are most effective when they are in teachers' subject area. Next, difference between professional and professionalism. Professional, if we take as a noun, professional is a person who belongs to a profession. Professionalism, other side, is the status, character or standards expected of a professional or of a professional organization. If we take professional as an adjective, professional is of pertaining to or in accordance with the usually high standard of profession. Other side, professionalism denotes the quality of that individual and his ability to deliver the desired service to the end user. Professional is a single entity and an expert in a specialized field of job who earns by selling his or her services. And professionalism is primarily one's duties against all other aspects, hindrance or emotions, etc. Professional is someone who gets paid for a professionalism depends upon competence type of work. Professionalism depends upon competence in doing the work with quality and efficiency. Then there is type of professional developments. There are three types of professional development. First is organized professional development programs by concerned institutes like arrangement of seminar, webinars, workshops, faculty development programs, etc. Then second point is group or individually professional development program like arrangement of experts lecture, providing lectures and management of meetings with professional experts, etc. Third type is self-interested and self-motivated programs that include self-interested programs like reading journal, articles, publishing work, research, etc. Then there are barriers come in the way of professional development. First barrier is psychological barriers that involves the persons who have lack interest, motivation, confidence, positive attitude, awareness and frustrations, etc. Second barrier is material barrier that involves family and work environment, situation and time commitments, etc. Third is administrative barrier. It involves problems regarding administration with implementation, even after having potential and zeal to do work with positivity like lack of time, money, poor resources, extra workload, poor administration, strict rules and regulation of government policies, etc. Now, need of teacher professional development. Why there is a need of professional development? Following slides explores its importance and needs as well. First point is for lifelong progress for teachers. Professional development not only allows teachers to learn new teaching styles, techniques, and tips, but also interact with educators from other areas in order to improve their own teaching. Though some short workshops are effective in introducing new topics, the most effective workshops are taught over the time and involve hands-on activities and interactions. Second point is new strategies for educators. Professional development can be highly beneficial if what is learned is then utilized to improve the education of students. Typically, those professional development opportunities that require interaction among and between attendees are most useful. Next point is online professional development. For professional development is both a requirement and opportunity for teachers at every level and in every subject. There are a variety of options available to fulfill these requirements. Some of these opportunities are offered online through Board of Education, NCERT, ICSSR, UGC, different universities, academic staff colleges, offices, etc. Online professional development can be paid or free, depending on the program. Professional development courses may require assignments or collaboration tasks, just as a college class requires. Professional development opportunities should be well defined and related to something that can be functional in the classroom. Next point is common professional development workshops. There are a number of professional development opportunities for teachers at every level and in every subject, typically taught in separate sessions to administrators and teachers. Sessions are a number of professional development opportunities for teachers at every level and in every subject, typically taught in separate sessions to administrators and teachers. Sessions on common course standards help each group understand the purpose and usefulness of such standards. These types of workshops also answers questions related to interpretation of specific standards in addition to offering strategies for implementing the teaching of some content area standards. Next point is assessment and evaluation. A professional development course, weekend or single session on assessment and evaluation offer educators and administrators new and innovative ways to assess students in a variety of content areas. Not all assessment needs to be paper and pencil based. In fact, there are a variety of assessments from performance tasks to informal and formal. Some assessment and evaluation professional development sessions focus on specific form of assessment that is required for this crucial time. The most will share a variety of forms in which assessment can be used to evaluate and redirect learning when needed. Meeting the individual needs of every student can be an amazing job, but one that is expected and challenging. This type of professional development offers support for teachers as they group and manage data, work with students on different levels, and creating and managing levels also. For closing the achievement gap, some students come into the classroom at a disadvantaged area. However, teachers are required to work toward closing that achievement gap for all students. Concerned relevant pedagogy and the integration of visual and performing arts can play a factor in helping to close the achievement gap. This type of workshop will offer strategies and real life situations in which the achievement gap can be closed. Next is early childhood and family engagement. This professional development opportunity will give early childhood educators tools to help in the classroom or home environment. In addition to sharing strategies for teaching, the foundation in reading, writing, and math strategies in engaging family and community members in the classroom and at home are also shared. Next point is independent reading practices. Getting students to read and find a love of reading can be a challenging task. This professional development opportunity regarding independent reading practices will help educators to learn how to grow classroom libraries and engage students in the act of reading and comprehension while reading on their own. Next, for non-fiction content area reading, real world reading is most often informational in nature. Workshops regarding teaching strategies that have non-fiction writing and text to build background knowledge and vocabulary through scaffolding content area instructions. This professional development opportunity also helps teachers to foster inquiry and 21st century thinking skills through the use of different teaching techniques. Next is for adolescent literacy. Adolescent readers and writers are often reluctant to take part in reading based activities. This professional development workshop will teach teachers how to foster a classroom community of readers and writers who use critical discussions, mentor text, and meditations. Next point is literacy retreat. The literacy retreat offers professional development for teachers who want to help students in becoming better readers of both fiction and non-fiction. In addition, teachers will be taught to foster critical and creative thinking skills in students at various levels. This type of workshop offers a look into how teachers can create the global citizens that our current students must be in their adult lives. Now there are some recommendations regarding policy and practice for teacher educators professional development. There are some prescribed recommendations for policymakers to help and boosting professional development. First is teachers always try to use latest norms for expert improvement to control the plan, assessment, and financing of expert learning give to instructors. Next, assess and upgrade the utilization of time and new planning to open doors for expert learning and joint effort incorporating investment in expert learning in networks, peer training, and perception crosswise over classroom arranging. Rules regarding getting research projects and doing research work, etc. for getting and utilizing financial assistance should be more easy. Information from social media sources can help in learning and abilities for upgrade instructors should be utilized by all. Recognize more master instructors for guidance to help learning in their area of ability for different teachers. Importance should be given to innovation by encouraging chances or facilities to proficient learning and learning with training with also maximum financing accessible where required. Flexible financing and proceedings with training units for learning that incorporate supported commitment in coordinating efforts, tutoring, and instructing just as foundations, workshops, and classes is must. A reasonable framework for educators over the whole expert continuum, proficient learning should connection to their encounters in reading and enlistment, just as to showing norms and assessment. It ought to likewise extension to authority chances to guarantee a complete framework concentrated on the development and improvement of creative instructors. The knowledge and skills that teachers gain during their pre-service education days may not serve them for all time to come in a rapidly changing world. Professional development programs and in-service education is meant for upgrading and updating the knowledge and skill of teachers. They themselves should show special interest in acquiring higher degree for their professional development, always to keep them updated. Attending periodical professional development programs, refresher courses, online courses, meeting with subject-wise experts, seminar and workshops will help to acquire the new skill and new techniques to adopt. Teachers should properly utilize the resources available in Educational Resource Center with functional approach. So, all can feel the importance of different webinars and online workshops through Zoom, Google Classroom, and Microsoft Teams, especially during pandemic of COVID-19 in all world. These workshops, webinars, seminars, refresher courses, faculty development programs are most effective when they are in the teacher subject area. Teachers can learn overall strategies for classroom management, learning ICT tools, online teaching, online evaluation work, research work, publishing work, and reading comprehension, etc. for their professional development. Teachers should also realize that teaching is not like other professions, but it is a noble profession. Hence, they should be committed, dedicated, and willing to know the new technology in order to deliver their duty properly. Okay, this is all about professional development, meaning, concept, types, barriers, and need of professional development. In my next video, I will discuss the different type of professional development opportunities.